As we approach Thanksgiving, we will take a look in this episode at gratitude. This is an excerpt from the forthcoming book, Influenced. I trust it'll encourage you as Thanksgiving approaches. This is from chapter 4. Gratitude is more than saying thanks. It's a way of seeing, a posture that changes how you read your own story. Some people treat gratitude like a social courtesy. It's polite, it's appropriate, but it's shallow. Others live it like oxygen. That's what we're aiming for. Gratitude that renews, not just reacts or responds. Gratitude operates on 3 levels: transactional, relational, and transformational. Transactional gratitude is courtesy. Thanks for helping me with that project. It's polite, it's appropriate, it's safe, and it costs nothing. Relational gratitude goes deeper. Thank you for believing me when I doubted myself. That builds connection, it deepens relationship, and it widens trust. Transformational gratitude sits deeper still. It changes how you understand your story. It helps you see that your journey was not self-made, but supported, that providence runs through every chapter. Most people stay at the transactional level because it's comfortable. You can say it without revealing much. Transformational gratitude requires 3 things: specificity, vulnerability, and recognition. Specificity means naming exactly what you're thankful for and why it mattered. Vulnerability means admitting that you needed what they gave. And recognition means realizing that your story looks different because of their contribution. You can hear the difference. Thanks for the recommendation versus your recommendation opened a door I couldn't open alone. You saw potential I didn't yet see, and you spent your credibility on my behalf. That changed my trajectory and showed me what advocacy looks like. The second expression acknowledges dependence, and that's where transformation starts. Many professionals resist that level of honesty because dependence feels like weakness, but it's not weakness, it's truth. Nobody builds alone. In Scripture, gratitude was never vague. The Psalms name God's specific actions. They celebrate them publicly, and they commit to live differently because of them. Gratitude was a spiritual discipline, not a passing feeling. Transformational gratitude works the same way. It slows you down, it helps you notice the detail and direction of grace, and it turns awareness into worship. The renewing power of gratitude. Gratitude isn't just backward-looking appreciation, it's forward-looking renewal. Research confirms its measurable effects: improved sleep, higher resilience, lower stress, but the deeper work happens in the heart. Gratitude renews perspective, energy, and generosity. Here's how. It combats entitlement. You can't nurse an "I deserve this" attitude while recognizing all you've received. It reframes hardship. Gratitude reveals what developed in you through difficulty and clarifies how pain shaped purpose. It releases bitterness. It's hard to stay resentful while rehearsing reasons to be thankful. It redirects ambition. It doesn't ask, "What more can I get?" It asks, "What can I give from what I've received?" And fifthly, it restores perspective. Gratitude zooms out, reminding you the current challenge is part of a larger story that's still unfolding. Picture 2 professionals facing identical setbacks. One fixates on the unfairness, replays wounds, and grows cynical, while the other actively practices gratitude, naming teachers, teammates, lessons, and unseen help along the way. Same circumstance, different energy. The grateful one moves forward, lighter, clearer, more generous. Many high achievers feel tired not because they lack capacity, but because they rehearse what's wrong more than what's right. Gratitude reverses that drain. It's not toxic positivity, it's accurate accounting. Both the problems and the provisions are real, but whichever you dwell on determines your energy. Like exercise, gratitude's benefits compound through practice. Sporadic bursts help, briefly, but consistency transforms. Daily reflection, weekly journaling, occasional letters. Over time, it rewires internal dialogue. Grateful people hold influence naturally. They give freely because they recognize how freely they've received. They stay grounded because gratitude keeps perspective in play. They honor others easily because recognition is habit. They stay hopeful because gratitude starves cynicism. Tired leaders often ask, where will I find energy for legacy work? And the answer is gratitude. Obligation drains, but gratitude renews. Should exhausts. Grateful to energizes. Influence that flows from duty fades, but influence that flows from gratitude grows stronger. Gratitude as worship. For people of faith, gratitude is more than wellness practice. It's worship. Old Testament Thanksgiving offerings weren't transactions paying for blessings. They were declarations of recognition. Everything comes from you, and we only give what comes from your hand. Psalms of thanksgiving follow a pattern: specific recollection, public declaration, deepening commitment. That pattern still works. When you thank someone, you recall specifics. You did this. You make it visible. I want others to know what you did. And you express intent to steward. I'll carry this forward in how I live. This posture reframes influence itself. You're not creating a personal brand of legacy. You're stewarding divine gifts received through human hands. And the pressure to prove something decreases. The sense of purpose increases. That's the doxological life, a life shaped by gratitude, recognition, and giving. It doesn't say, look what I've built. It says, look what I've been given and what I'm doing with it. Such a life keeps ego in check, keeps joy alive, sustains generosity, and creates worship in action. Influence itself becomes offering. Mentoring a younger colleague becomes thanksgiving for mentors who guided you. Opening doors becomes gratitude for doors opened once for you. Modeling character becomes gratitude for character you once witnessed. Every act of influence becomes thank you language in motion. You're not giving out of guilt, but out of overflow. Not I must influence, but I get to influence.